What's up guys, it is Jack, back up in this bitch returning his fitness. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. And in today's video we're going to talk about drugs in sports again, okay? But this time focusing on the elite level, okay? The best of the best, the Usain Bolts and such like. And the reason I'm really making this video is because I'm kind of shocked by the reactions I hear from people when they hear people are getting caught out for drug use in sports, okay? They think these people are the exception to the rule. You know, at the elite level at least, they think Lance Armstrong getting busted. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. He was on juice for years. You know, I thought he was clean. Well, I'm glad we exposed that cheater. The rest of the field must be clean, right? Wrong. Okay. I'm being dramatic there, but seriously though, it makes sense to think that if we're talking about the elite level of any physical endeavour, honestly, it only really makes sense to think that everyone involved is really on drugs, okay? That only really makes sense, and the reason why comes down to the definition of the elite level. Okay, think about this now. The elite level are by definition the best of the best, okay? They're the best in the world at what they do. And that means that, you know, by definition, they have every advantage going for them. Okay, if there's anything that they can do or take that will make them a better athlete, they are doing those things, okay? They're doing and taking those things, because if they weren't, you have to think about it, they would be surpassed by someone who is more willing to do those things. Okay, they wouldn't be at the elite level, they would be at the sub-elite level, or however you would define that. But because people at that level would be willing to do those things, and like I said, they would surpass them, so they would be at the elite level. So the result of that is, when you think about it, guys who are at the elite level, like I say, are the best in every single way possible, okay? They are the most genetically gifted, they all train the hardest, they all train the smartest, they all have the best nutrition. And of course, on top of all that, they take the best drugs, and they will take the most optimal amount that they can take without being caught by the drug tests. And yeah, that's the big criticism of all this argument I'm bringing up right now. People are going to say, but Jack, what about the drug tests? And that's an interesting question, and that's a very valid point to put forward, but what you really need to realise is, when it comes to drug testing in a lot of these competitions, especially when you talk to people who've been around these competitions for a while and people in the know, is that a lot of these drug testing methods are archaic. Okay, that is, they're majorly outdated, they're really not up to spec for catching people out using modern drugs and modern methodologies. You've got to consider as well, I'll link an article below which talks about this, but a lot of the top athletes hire their own quote-unquote chemists to help them prepare for competitions, okay, to help them get ready for the competitions, and quote-unquote get ready for the drug tests, okay. So what you've got to realise is a lot of substances you can be on year-round. Okay, you can be on performance-enhancing drugs and be doping year-round, but if you come off them like a week before the drug test, okay, you'll test clean, even though you gain the benefits of being on the stuff all year. So the guys being caught out, it's really not, you know, an exception to the rule that they're the only ones taking the stuff. You know, they're the ones that got caught, because most of the time these guys don't get caught. Okay guys, so to talk about these drug tests a little bit more, something else you might want to consider is, does it actually make sense for these, you know, organisations to want to catch out their top athletes, okay? Does that actually make sense? Would it be a good idea for them to do that? And again, this kind of opens the door to corruption in sports, because you take an organisation like the Olympics, okay, and they've got a champion of their 100 metres, Usain Bolt. He is a fantastic champion, okay? He is a real people's champion. He is, you know, when you think of the Olympics, he's probably the first athlete that springs to mind. He's probably, you know, he's the poster boy of that event, okay? The 100 metres and the Olympics in general, okay? He's probably, of everyone that comes to a place for the Olympics, to a country, to a city, he's the one guy people really want to see. They want to see him around, they want to see him race. You know, he's like the poster boy for that. So you've got to think, if he was pulled up for drugs, okay, he was exposed, he was, you know, defamed, what you've got to think is, would the Olympics really want that? Okay, does it make sense for them to want to catch Usain out on that? If that's going to bring down the value of their event, it's going to bring down the media profile of their prestigious event, and of course, you know, they're going to want to maintain the facade that they're looking to catch out all cheaters, that they want to bust everyone. But, and I'm not saying that they are corrupt, I'm not saying that this is what's going on, but, you know, it just leaves, you know, food for thought, room for, you know, thinking about this stuff. Has he been caught before? You know, people say that they rigorously tested me around, you know, if he was on, then they would have realised by now and they would have got him, because think of the scrutiny he's under eyes. But honestly, they thought that same shit about Lance Armstrong for so many years. Then he came out after it and just said, yeah, you drug tests are a load of shit, you know, I cheated my way to all my titles. You know, so, honestly, what you've got to jump to thinking there is, he's either smart on the drug test, him and his quote-unquote chemist, the drug tests, they're deliberately making them shit so that these guys are not getting caught, because if they do, it's going to do nothing good for the event, it's just going to tear it down. So they'd rather, play like they're trying to catch the athletes out all the time, but in reality it's kind of a half-assed attempt and a facade to make it look like they're against doping and maintain face. And the other example is, the thing to think about is that he actually has been caught. Okay, but they kept it under wraps, and it's like, super deep, corrupt, deep thing, that he actually has been caught, but they don't want to publicise it. And they, secretly let him get away with it because they know how important he is for their media presence. But, anyway, that's just food for thought, guys. I'm not saying any of this is or isn't true. I'm not going to get sued by the Olympics. I'm not saying this is what happens. I'm saying this could happen, and there's reason to think it might happen in any organisation where you've got a really, people's champion kind of character, okay? A great person in the sport and great people who elevate the media presence of the sport. But anyway, guys, that's really all I have to say on that for now. All I have to add to that topic for now. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been Jack with 10 Years Fitness. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.